Hello everybody, welcome to another OXM video. I am Edwin, and this is Aoife, who is
Hello.
very jet-lagged.
Very incredibly jet-lagged. I can barely get the sentence out.
And she's just been over in Los Angeles seeing Call of Duty Ghosts, which is what you can see here.
It's me playing and shooting things.
And
Look
this
at me
is-
go.
And that's good stuff. And so which mode is this?
This is Cranked, which is, I guess, the one that sort of received the most attention when it was revealed the other day. Cranked is it's two teams just gunning for each other, but every time you get a kill, you get cranked, I guess you would say, and you actually speed up, but a timer for about 30 seconds starts ticking down, and if you don't get a kill by the end of those 30 seconds, you explode.
You see, this is just
as you're wont to do.
it's my usual behaviour on getting a kill in Call of Duty is to retreat in fear. Oh, you got eaten by a
Riley,
dog.
no!
That's the same Riley in single player,
It
isn't it?
is, yes. He's one of the new death streak rewards. But this map, this is Octane, and this was one of the ones that they used to demonstrate some of the dynamic scenery as well. There's a gas station at the centre of the map where you can make it fall down on your enemies, which is pretty fun.
Did you get a chance to do that? I mean, how much
didn't.
defamation are we going to see? Hot, tasty defamation.
Yeah, you do see a bit of tasty defamation, but it wasn't me doing the exploding, unfortunately.
And it's kind of, I mean, it looks, well, I mean, did you find that the defamation was kind of tactically useful? I mean, is it just a gimmick, or does it actually pay into how you play?
I mean, I was still kind of getting to grips with it, but I did see quite a few people use it to their advantage. Certainly, there are points around the map where you can, use it to set traps for enemies, for example, or you can, lay waste to something so that you can get a better view of them from afar to sort of shoot them down. I'm not doing too well here.
It's kind of like, well, I think you're doing all right. I mean, this is by my standards. This is like, rock star performance. I mean, is it the case that like the destruction is it's all like sort of pre-scripted stuff? It's not
it does kind of seem that way so far. I mean, certainly with there was a point in the trailer, I think, as well, where we haven't seen a lot, but there was a bit in the trailer where you could get enemies to go into a bus and then cause the bus to fall off a cliff, which was...
How do you do that? It's like some sort of like weird abduction technique.
Yeah, exactly.
You just sort of like, the bus is disabled, presumably.
Yes,
like
it's not moving, but I think you can cause it to sort of tip over the edge, as it were, with people still inside it.
I have to remember that one.
Yeah.
Later in life.
I tell you, one of the things that really impressed me playing through it was they mentioned it in the reveal event itself, but the audio it's quite amazing how much of a difference that made. Basically, it's kind of they've revamped everything. It's got like a new reverb system. So whereas before you basically had gunshots that sounded like they were inside if you were inside, and they sounded like they were outside if you were outside. Now it's got it actually takes materials into consideration, and it's also kind of situational, where if you throw a grenade and you're standing in a spot, say there's like a chain link fence behind you, you'll hear the fence rattle from the impact of the blast, or you'll hear rubble falling down around you. And
That's
if you're
cool.
wearing headphones, it really makes a difference.
And it's kind of, because obviously the traditional response to any new Call of Duty is, it just looks just like the last one. There's no technical advance whatsoever, and Battlefield is so much more high fidelity, which is probably obviously Battlefield is the more high fidelity game.
Yeah.
But I mean, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff that people won't necessarily appreciate at first glance.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I feel like people always say, oh, but there's no innovation there. But it's like, well, they're making. I mean, there's 7 new modes in this. I think there's like 30 new weapons. There's 20,000 combinations for customization. And I mean, it might not. It's not innovation in a very grand sense, but there are little bits and pieces here and there that kind of add up.
And people have demonstrated that they do want more of the same, so it's kind of like it is all about finding that balance, I guess.
Yeah, and I mean, the perk system is one of the things that has been overhauled most dramatically, I think. Now it's like an 8-point system that you can sort of spend how you want, and so perks go from value from 1 to 5. So you could have 8 perks at a value of 1 point, or you can go, a bit more expensive and get that 5.1,
Yeah,
which is
so
probably a bit better.
like the kind of the Black Ops 2 system.
Exactly, yeah. The pick 10 system, which is where they got it from, really. They said, they were impressed with that, so we thought, yeah, we'll have that.
Oh, somebody has shot Riley.
No!
Is that not like, is it not going to take all of the emotional, the pathos out of...
You would think
he's
so,
going to
right?
die in the campaign,
Oh,
isn't he?
they'll be missing a trick if they don't kill him off.
You missed a trick there. Will that be, if they don't kill him off, will that be the downer on the review? It'll be like,
It'll be like-
didn't kill Riley. Lose points.
Turner and Hooch, if it didn't teach me anything, it's like make the dog be in peril and you've got an audience weeping. But,
Although I would love it if he jumped in front of the dog to save it from the bullet and the dog just kind of walked off into the sunset.
with a little paw just limping away
Yeah.
sadly.
What have you learned from this, Riley? I have learned to live to fight another day.